Does fasting work for fat loss? What's up, ninjas? This is my morning cup of Joe, where I share some things that are in my mind, my thoughts to help you burn fat, tone up, and learn to kick butt in life. This one I want to talk about today is fasting. Does fasting work? Now you've probably heard of it, fasting, intermittent fasting, whatever. Intermittent fasting is kind of a misnomer, right? It's nothing like intermittent fasting. It's actually broken down into 3 different types of fasting. Number 1 is time restricted eating. That's what most people are doing. So when you say I'm skipping breakfast and I don't eat till 12 and 8 o'clock at night, 16, 8, whatever the time frame, that is time restricted eating. So you're giving that eating window to eat whatever you want, as much as you'd like. That's what most people are doing when it comes to time restricted eating. You have an eating window. Alternate day fasting is days where you actually eat higher calories, and some days you eat lower, like close to that 500 mark. And then there are things like prolonged fast, where you go for longer than 48 hours and you just drink nothing but water. Now, here's my thoughts on it. Now, if you're using fasting, I feel fasting is a very powerful tool. I use it personally. I fast. I do alternate day fast. So I'll go eat, like the days that I'm working out, I will eat, a little bit above my maintenance in terms of calories. And you can't do this until you know where your maintenance level is. And if you need help with that, reach out to a coach. But I eat a little bit of above maintenance in order for me to build more muscle. And then on the days I don't work out, I fast. Try to keep it under between 500 to 750 calories, just because I don't want to gain too much fat during that time. And I'm not working out either. This helps me keep down the extra weight, in order to prevent me from gaining too much fat, during times where I'm trying to perform better. Now, in my opinion on this, I think it's a great tool for health and longevity. I feel that there's a lot of benefits, spiritual, mental benefits with fasting, and just being able to not rely on food. Like, people think they're hungry, but most of the time people are just bored. And you can actually survive on a lot less food than you actually think. But I don't suggest it for people that are early in the weight loss game. If you have never done weight loss before, or you've never gone into a restricted, a calorie deficit for some time, fasting is not the way to do it. And it's because fasting will get you mentally, it will challenge you as well as physically. There's a lot of physiological changes that happen. Most people need to focus on the mental side of things. How do I make this a habit? How do I make this a routine? And how do I make it, the magic word, sustainable? All right. Sustainable is really important, because at the end of the day, if it's not sustainable and you can't do it for the rest of your life, it's really not that helpful, because then you're going to just revert back to bad habits. Like my last video, I talked about brushing your teeth. But I don't believe it's a good one for long-term health benefits. But if you're at a place where you've been doing this for 2, maybe 3 years, and you're at a really good, decent body composition, and you want to incorporate some of the health benefits with fasting, because there's a lot of research behind fasting and cell rejuvenation and disease prevention, I think it's a great tool to be using. So there's my morning cup of Joe for you. So if you are fasting, I'd love to hear in the comments below if you're using fasting, if you're using it as a tool for weight loss, or if you're using it for a tool for health. Let me know in the comments below. Love to hear from it. All right, guys, keep crushing it.